And if you do good things, you will feel happy. You will feel in peace.
But there's something inside me that just kind of almost wants to get drunk and smoke a lot of cigarettes and run around, and maybe I'm not that comfortable with being peaceful all the time. Do you ever feel like just saying, oh, figure it out for yourself kind of thing?
I never feel rebellious. I never say, deal with your own. That's why I'm here, my dear.
No, I believe you, I can see in your face that you really don't. You're a better man than me.
It's all go being a top spiritual guru, and Swamiji's keen to talk me through some holy paraphernalia.
The Lord Shiva is the symbol of grace and love, and he never goes back and opens the old files, the old records, what you have done in the past. He said, you are here, done, and you are forgiven and taken immediately. And that's why people in the villages, also in the small villages also, worship Lord Shiva.
Right.
It's wonderful.
And is this Shiva again?
Yes, yeah, it is another form of Shiva. It's called Nataraja. Nat means dance, and Raja means king. The king of dance, who gave the dance to the world.
Dance of what?
Dance of life.
Dance of life.
Life is a dance, my dear. Life should become dance, not dull.
I've been told that I'm going to be coming with you tonight and experiencing a fire ceremony.
Let me tell you, my dear, this is so beautiful, so inspiring. It is a blessing to be there. You will love it.
Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Every night, the crowds come to Swamiji's Aarti fire ceremony to purge themselves of their sins.
It's a very famous ritual, and it is performed before so many sacraments. From birth to death, everywhere this ceremony is performed. Inside we have so much pollution. Pollution of our anger, pollution of our grudges, our pain, our jealousies. All that in form of offering, we offer to the fire, because fire purifies whatever comes in contact. Creates a divine energy. All impurities are burned. All negativity is burned. And what stays? Only light. What stays? Only peace and only love. And you become a new you.
But it seems we are only halfway through, and purging my sins is going to take a lot longer.
We all get together and we all go to perform this lighting ceremony. The essence of this ceremony is, O Lord, you have given us light of sun, light in our life. You are the source of this beautiful light. Now, in return, we give back to you this beautiful light of our devotion, and it's basically thanksgiving ceremony.
Not the most ordinary day I've ever had. It's blown my head a little bit, to be honest. He's a right nice fella, isn't he? He's just a really sweet guy. I don't really believe in a lot of what he was saying, but he's not a sham, and you can see when people are bullshitting, really, and he's not a bullshitter. When he was doing the fire ceremony, you wouldn't think that with all that music going on, everyone singing and stuff, but I did feel a bit, not like I was being touched by God like someone else would say, but it was one of the first times that I kind of forgot that you were filming me. I was just sitting there and I just kind of got a bit absorbed in what was going on and just forgot like you were there until he put this on. And then I remembered that there's a camera and I just started thinking, I get paid too much money to just stand in front of a camera and just talk, do you know what I mean? I don't really do anything that special, and it just felt like not worthy kind of thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean though?
Another day, another ritual. The sacred thread ceremony is a rite of passage. It's usually only done for young Brahmins from the highest social class, but Swamiji chooses to perform it for all his boys. The ceremony takes place beside India's most sacred water, the river Ganges. Hindus go to the Ganges to wash away their sins, and the boys at Swamiji's ashram do it every morning. Baptism is an ancient rite in Hinduism, and one you engage in as often as possible. There are always new sins to wash off. The first holy dip was just cold.
Come on, Winnie.
I've got to go, so I've got to say goodbye.
Bye.
I'll see you later on. See you later, boys. Thank you very much.
Morning swimming.
Morning swimming. No more swimming.
Well, that's 5-star Hinduism, with lots of pomp and ritual, but I still find it confusing. I've travelled over 1,000 miles south to the state of Tamil Nadu, where 90% of the 65 million locals are Hindus and far more orthodox than in the north. I'm off to Tiruvannamalai, an old temple town and pilgrimage site, devoted to the worship of the god Shiva. Shiva is one of the 3 main gods in Hinduism. He's worshipped as the destroyer of all things. Shiva is often represented as a lingam. This is a vertical stone shaft which represents the male phallus.
That's the lingam, and that's the Shiva. That's Shiva.
Pilgrims come to Tiruvannamalai in their thousands to pay homage to Mount Arunachala, which they regard as the embodiment of Shiva. For Hindus, going on a pilgrimage is like going on holiday. They make offerings to their god and hope to experience some kind of inner peace. I'm going on my first pilgrimage around the holy sites with my guide, Happy. Stage 1 is a visit to the hundreds of shrines at the base of Mount Arunachala. It's hard to imagine millions of pilgrims actually believe this mountain is Lord Shiva. It's hard to believe my guide's called Happy. Is that your real name?
I think so.
We're going around the mountain, aren't we?
Hey up.
Yeah, I like to show you all the little shrines around here.
Yeah.
And temples, more than 400 temples around. In the last
400?
400 in 15 miles. There are 8 main Shiva lingams are here, you know.
Is that essentially what people come for? When they take a trip around the mountain, they come to stop at each Shiva lingam temple?
Also, yeah, mainly those ones, and also they will visit all the little shrines around the temple.
Do you think the Westerners that come here, do you think there's something pushing them towards here, some form of pain? They're pushed to kind of find spirituality?
It's pain, but then it's also curiosity and to be into that state of realization and enlightenment.
Well, if I can relate it to me, you know, if I had any worries before I came here, the way I've seen certain people live out here, you can't help but kind of feel a sense of like, there's nothing to worry about, do you know what I mean? You know, sadhus living on the street, they've got no shoes, they rely on the charity of other human beings, but they seem quite content.
Many pilgrimages to Tiruvannamalai start with a special Shiva celebration. Happy is taking me to a local festival to give me a taste of what's to come.
Does this only happen once a year?
Once in a year, every year, around this time. It is a big day for the village all around nearby here, you know?
Some of the worshippers take it so seriously, they go to extraordinary lengths to show their devotion.
She is actually our